Hey everybody, welcome back to Brainiac Baseball's 1969 Seattle Pilots What If Scenario. Today's matchup features the California Angels versus the Seattle Pilots at Six Stadium. On the mound for the Angels today is Clyde Wright, whose record is 3-14 with a 4.79 ERA. And pitching for the Pilots today is John Gelnar, whose record is 3-1 with a 2.22 ERA. Okay, it is Super Bowl Sunday, and what better of a day than to play a baseball game, I suppose. As the baseball pitchers and catchers report tomorrow, just an hour and a half up the road from where I live, where the Super Bowl is being played today. So why not get into the baseball mood today and check out this game between two terrible teams, the Angels and the Pilots. We threw a shutout in the last game versus the A's. It's our 12th shutout of the year. I can't explain why we've shut our opponents down 12 times. I think I'm doing a good job of pulling the starters before they get crushed, and then our bullpen comes in and does a good job. And that's what happened yesterday. We pulled Bob Meyer after 4 innings, full knowing that he's on the verge of imploding, and we threw the shutout. So you can't be. I don't know how any team could throw 12 shutouts in a year. Even the if you take a look here at the calendar, I guess we'll point this out real quick. I mean the standings. If we click on ERA and go to shutouts, you'll see that even Baltimore, the best pitching team in the American League, only has 10 shutouts, and they've been shut out 9 times. We're 12-6. If you look at the National League, there's only one team in the NL that has thrown 10 shutouts, and that's Philadelphia, and they're below 500 teams. So I don't know. I don't know what the magic reason is that we're doing it, but we're getting it done, and that's all that matters. So. Okay, so before we get today's game started, just another reminder that tomorrow, as I mentioned, pitchers and catchers report. And so we will do our 1984 Detroit Tigers season replay, off-season signings, free agent signings, and trades tomorrow. I'm pretty excited about getting that started. I will go through the entire transaction report from the beginning of the off-season, right after the World Series, and we'll go all the way through it to April 1st. And we'll see what players traded teams, and who was signed as a free agent. So it should be a lot of fun to go through that. I'm sure it'll be a long video. I fully admit it's not for everybody. But if you're following that series, we're in our 5th year, starting this year. You may want to know where everyone went. Where did Thatcher go? Where did Sticky Mickey go? You may be wondering, and you'll find out tomorrow. So, okay, let's get today's game started. It's going slow, loading up. We've got John Gelnar on the mound. The current Angels lineup is batting .186 against him, so he has been pitching really well. And then we have all the bullpen available today. And don't forget, we have like 45 games in a row where we do not have a day off starting today. So we'll have to start shuffling bullpen arms to the minors and bringing new arms up. It's going to be a little tougher. We may actually have to start going deeper with our starters, whether we like it or not. We have Clyde Wright. He's a left-hander for the Angels starting today. So we have our lineup in there versus lefties. We are going to give Don Kessinger a start at third base instead of Van Kelly, because Kelly's a lefty, right? Otherwise, all the normal guys are in there. Okay, let's go ahead and do the lineup rundown for the California Angels. Batting leadoff, playing left field, is Ethan Blackaby. Batting second in right field is Jay Johnstone. Batting third in center field is Tom Silverio. Batting cleanup, playing first base, is Doug Howard. Batting fifth at second base is Bobby Knoop. Batting sixth and catching is Randy Brown. Batting 7th at shortstop is Marty Perez. Batting 8th at third base is Bill Bethea. And batting 9th is the pitcher Wright. Let's take a look at John Gelnar. He's making his 5th start for us. And if you see here, his ERA is pretty low. I think mostly it's because we're keeping him from going beyond 5 innings. If you look at his log, he did go 7 in his last start, not giving up any runs, only 7 hits and 1 walk to get his 3rd victory. But he's gone 5 innings in his previous 3 starts to the start versus California. And it looks like he only ever really plays versus California. He has 3 relief appearances, the start in his last start and today. So we can be hopeful. He's pitched well against them. He's got a 91-mile-an-hour fastball. It's rated an 85. Overall rating is a 77. The 26-year-old righty doesn't go to arbitration until 1971. Let's take a look at our defense. Not so great today. Catcher, second base, first base, all below league average. Otherwise, sound on the left side of the infield. And Ethan Blackaby leading off. Blackaby, a 221 hitter, 221 hitting general manager for the Angels. That's how bad this team is, as Blackaby hits a grounder right back to Gelnar. There's 1 down. This team is so bad that they have general managers playing left field. Jay Johnstone's going to get an infield single to third. So much for bringing Kessinger in as a defensive upgrade. So there's the first hit of the game. Johnstone on first for Tom Silverio. I don't think Johnstone's going to be running. Silverio gets a base hit through the left side into left field. Johnstone advances the bag and holds. Now, Gelnar is due for an ass whooping, that's for sure. With a 2.22 ERA, maybe the Angels have figured him out finally after all the beatdowns that he's had. Yeah, there's another base hit. So it's 1-0. And there's really nothing we're going to be able to do to stop this. And let me just be clear about Bobby Knoop. I know it's Knoop. Sometimes I'm going to say Knoop. Sometimes I'm going to say Knoop. I keep getting people letting me know that I'm getting it wrong. I know it's Knoop. I appreciate that, though. I appreciate you guys are on top of it. We pull the infield in as it comes right back to Gelnar, who goes to first. The runner holds, and that's going to bring up left-hander Randy Brown. He's batting .255 overall, but he's been kind of a pest to us. He pops it up on the infield. Oh, now it's going to carry to the left field area where our lefty Piniella is out there making the catch. So we only give up 1 run. It could have been a lot worse. We go to the bottom of the first with... Oh, well, I guess we got to do our lineup rundown. Sorry, I guess I'm a little distracted today because of the Super Bowl. I kind of want to get this done and start cooking some concussion nachos. That's my specialty. We have Gary Sutherland leading off and playing second base today. Batting second in left field is Lou Piniella. Batting third and catching is Jerry McNertney. Batting cleanup playing first base is Deron Johnson. Batting fifth in right field is Tommie Agee. Batting sixth in center field is Don Bosch. Batting seventh at third base is Don Kessinger. Batting eighth at shortstop is Freddie Patek. And batting ninth is John Gelnar. Okay, Clyde Wright, not having a good year. He's 3-14 in making his 23rd start. He's got a .479 ERA. The walk-to-strikeout ratio is poor at best. 60 Ks in 150 1/3 innings pitched, 3 complete games. He does have a shutout. Fastball tops out at 89 miles an hour. His best pitch is a slurve, not to be confused with a slow curve. Overall in 81, the 28-year-old lefty is arbitration eligible at the end of the year. Okay. Oh, actually, I believe we crushed him last time, no? Yeah, he gave up 7 runs in 6 innings, 11 hits. 4 runs were unearned, so the defense let him down. He walked 1 and struck out 1, so Here is the defense for the Angels. They have Blackaby in left field. He is inept. Otherwise, they're really good all around the rest of the playing field. Okay, here we go. Gary Sutherland leading off against Clyde Wright, 2 for 4 in his career. I have a feeling most of our players have had success. There's a double into the gap. Oh, he stretches it into a triple. Gary Sutherland, a lead-off triple, his 3rd of the season. And we have the tying run just like that at third base. Let's see if Piniella can make a sac fly anywhere in the outfield. Should score the run. Jay Johnstone, he has a good arm. So anywhere but Johnstone. Here we go, 1-1 count to Piniella. And a fly ball to left, that will score Sutherland relatively easily. Oh, 80% chance, and he is safe. So give Piniella another RBI. That is 15 RBI in 10 games for Sweet Lou. And the game is tied at 1. So 1 down, Jerry McNertney up. We move him up to the 3rd spot. He does hit lefties pretty well. And he pops out to the 3rd baseman, Bethea. 2 down for Deron Johnson. Hits a grounder to 2nd, and that'll do it. We go to the top of the 2nd. Score is tied at 1. And Marty Perez will lead off. Perez, Bethea, and Wright due up. Perez popping it up to Sutherland into shallow right field, making the play. 1 down for Bill Bethea. Bethea strikes out. There's the first K for Gelnar today. 2 down. Clyde Wright up. He is a 119 hitting pitcher. And he strikes out on a curveball that was low and outside. A nice 1-2-3 inning. Good bounce back inning for Gelnar. We go to the bottom of the 2nd. Tommie Agee leading off. Agee, Bosch, and Kessinger. Wright gets Agee on that slurve. 75-mile-an-hour slurve. Don Bosch up next with a comebacker to Wright for out number 2. And Kessinger average up to 151. The last game that he played, he was actually pretty decent. I believe he had 2 hits. He walks here. So Kessinger on first. First walk by Wright. 2 down, Patek up, and Patek strikes out. So we go to the top of the 3rd. The game is moving along. Top of the lineup with Ethan Blackaby. Blackaby walks. Walking a .218 hitting general manager, that is not a good sign. First walk of the day for Gelnar. He doesn't walk too many. It's going to bring up Jay Johnstone, maybe the best bat in the lineup. He hits it deep all the way to the wall in center field. And Blackaby is going to tag and take 2nd. That is something that almost never happens in real life. I have seen it happen, but that happens way too often in this game. And there's the go-ahead run. So that had to happen in order for them to get the lead here. It's 2-1 on Silverio's RBI. 1 down. Here's Doug Howard. There's a comebacker to Gelnar. Must have been a hit and run because Silverio is safe at 2nd. 2 down. Bobby Knoop up. Looking to drive in the 3rd run. And what did he do? An error on the catcher. I don't even know what to say. Let's see if we can get Randy Brown. He came up with runners in scoring position in the 1st inning. We got him out. Okay. So this is the part where we may as well just pull John Gelnar. I mean, he might get out of this inning, but when you get a sequence of events like this, a walk, the runner tagging, going to 2nd, an RBI single, an error on the catcher, another walk. I mean, this is the things you can't control in the game. Gelnar may as well come out right now. Yeah, I mean, there's nothing we can do now, unfortunately. Bethea flies out to left. So it's 4-1. This has got to be the revenge game for us kicking their ass. We swept them at home in the last series. Gelnar gets a base hit. He's 3 for 8 on the year, which doesn't make any sense, but... Okay, so we're down 3 runs. I was going to try to start chipping away, but we every out is important, so we're gonna try to just swing away here. And there's a base hit into right, barely out of the infield. Gelnar will hold at second. Okay, so it's first and second, nobody out, and Lou Piniella, he just had his home run streak come to an end. He had a home runs in 3 consecutive games until yesterday. And a base hit into right field past the first baseman. Gelnar scores from second. We are chipping away here. This is great. It is now 4-2. First and third, nobody out. What are we going to do here? We are going to go on contact. So Sutherland should score on a ground ball. Here we go. McNertney goes to left with a base hit. Sutherland scores. We are going to hold Piniella. You don't run on the general manager. Piniella, that's a rule of thumb. You don't run on the general manager. Okay, it's 4-3, nobody out. There's no point in running into an out at third when you've got your big bats coming up. So here's Deron Johnson. Runners at first and second, nobody out. 2-0 count. And he goes into the right center field gap. That should score everybody. Yes, it does. The second triple of the ball game. And the Pilots take the lead back. And there's still nobody out. That is Johnson's second triple of the ball game. Wow, this is going to be a high-scoring affair. Okay, so Johnson on third. Let's see if Agee can get the ball to the outfield here. We're asking for a sac fly. And another hit to left field. Wow. The mogling is on. Are we going to go for 2? Yes, we are. Running on the GM, and he is safe at second. They are keeping him in the ball game. He's getting just brutalized. That is his 10th double, Agee's 10th double of the season. Let's take a look at what this inning started. So it was a single. No, it was a triple, a single, a single, a single, a triple, a double, technically. So we have a runner in scoring position. We've put 5 on the board. Nobody out. Here is Don Bosch. 0-1 count to Bosch. And another base hit to right field. Agee scores. We're going to hold Bosch at first. It is 7-4. And I'm starting to feel pretty good about things here. Let's hit and run. Keep the pressure on with Kessinger up. Kessinger walked first time through the lineup. A ground ball base hit past the first baseman. Bosch scores from first. And they finally are going to take him out. Oh my gosh. What was that? Was that 8 hits that inning? In a row, still nobody out. They're going to bring in Ricky Clark. Clark, yeah, he's got an endurance of 65, so he can go, 5 or 6 innings. This is his 11th appearance, all in relief, a 1.46 ERA. Opponents are batting 146 against him. That's weird. 6 walks, 7 Ks. Fastball tops out at 86 miles an hour. So he's a soft tosser. He's got 2 pitches, a sinker and a curve. So yeah, soft tosser. Overall, an 82 rating. The 23-year-old righty is arbitration eligible next year. Okay, can we keep it rolling as Patek is the first to face Ricky Clark. 1-1 count. Fly ball to left. That should be the first out of the inning. It is. Do we want to send Kessinger? We do not. We've got Gelnar up. Let's see if he can. Well, he's already got 1 hit today. We'll try to have him hit to the right side. You'd never bunt up 4 in the third. But we'll still try to move the base runner along. No, he doesn't even swing. 2 outs. Clark coming in, getting it done here. And we've batted through the lineup with Gary Sutherland getting a base hit to left. Kessinger coming around third. He scores. 8 runs here in the third inning. That run will be tacked on to the starters' total line. Here is Lou Piniella. And Piniella gets hit, finally. Some retribution. Oh my gosh. This inning will never end. I need a drink. I've actually, because it's a Super Bowl, I picked myself up some Dewar's White Label, but I'm not ready to break into that yet. It's still too early. All right. First and second. 2 down. Here's Jerry McNertney facing Clark. 2-2 count. Oh, a 3-run home run. Oh, my God. 11-run third inning. Oh, my God. It's unbelievable. McNertney's 6th home run of the season. It is 12-4. Seattle. Wow. In the, 5 total seasons that we've played, 4+, I don't think we've ever had an 11-run inning. All 3 of those runs go to Ricky. Ricky be Ricky. Deron Johnson. Ground ball up the middle. That should do it. Wow. We sent, let's see, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. We sent 13 batters to the plate, scoring 12 runs. Sandy Alomar is going to pinch hit for Ricky Clark, so he's already done for the day. Alomar, this is his 2nd at-bat of the year. So Gelnar, can Gelnar get through 5? That is the question at this point. Ground ball in to hold it short. Patek tossing him out. There's 1 down. Next man up is Ethan Blackaby. Ground ball to third. When your team is down 8 runs and yet you're batting for the 3rd time in 4 innings, that is pretty crazy. I mean, they've batted around a couple of times too. All right, a 1-2-3 inning. That's not great for the defense. So we go to the bottom of the 4th inning. We're up 8. Wait a minute. What? Oh, I thought they were leaving Alomar in there. Did you see that? It took a long time for them to go to Bobby Locke. I thought they were going to have Alomar pitch. This is Bobby Locke's 30th appearance. I think it's the first time we've seen him, though. He's 2-3, a 6.44 ERA. His endurance is 47, so he can go a few if he has to. Opponents are betting .329 against him. No, 2 saves, no blueies. Oh, I'm sorry. Let's start this over. He has not pitched at all this year. This is from 1968. So this is his first appearance this year. And I can see why, because 68 was a bad year for him. That's the year of the pitcher, and he was not pitching well at all. Both pitches below average, overall 71. The 35-year-old righty is a free agent at the end of the year. Okay, here we go. Tommie Agee leading off, bottom of the 4th inning. Oh, he's a side armor. Striking out, Agee. The 2nd time he struck out today. Don Bosch up next, and he walks Bosch. He'll strikeout walk combo. Runner on first. 1 down. Here is Don Kessinger. Everybody can swing away today. A base hit to left. Bosch, he's going to hold at 2nd. 1st and 2nd. 1 out. Here's Freddie Patek. Patek, ground ball to 3rd. Go around the horn. Oh, they can only get the 4th at 2nd. So 1st and 3rd. 2 down. And here's Gelnar. Now, we should have known when Gelnar led off the 11-run inning with a single that was the indicator that things were going to go haywire. Because that just doesn't happen. That's what's supposed to happen. a strikeout right down the middle. We go to the top of the 5th inning. Let's see if Gelnar can get us one more here. It's Silverio, Howard, and Knoop. Silverio popping it up in foul territory on the first base side. There's one down. Next up is Dougie Howard, batting .318 with 2 home runs. Ground ball to first. Deron Johnson stepping on the bag for out number 2. That will bring up Bobby Knoop, and he strikes out on that curveball. A great 1-2-3 inning, shutting him down. We go to the bottom of the 5th inning. Bobby Locke coming back out for a 2nd inning of work. Here is Gary Sutherland. What was that? That was a rising 4-seamer. Oh my gosh. 2nd walk by Bobby Locke already. Leadoff man is on for Lou. 1-2 count to Piniella. And he was swinging at that inside pitch, popping it up to short, and the shortstop drops it. Come on. Marty Party drops the pop-up. Can we get another 11 runs? That would be sweet. 1st and 2nd, nobody out. Here is Jerry McNertney. 2-2 count. He already has a 3-run home run. Ground ball up the middle. Oh, a double play. All right. Sutherland advances to 3rd for Deron Johnson. 0-2 count to Johnson. Sends it to left for out number 3. So that inning looked promising. We could not take advantage. We're going to start this inning with Gelnar, but I won't be surprised if he doesn't make it through this inning. Here's Randy Brown leading off. 3-2 count. Ground ball to short. Patek tossing him out. Okay. I think that's 7-8 in a row now for Gelnar. It's a little easier to pitch when you got an 8-run lead. Perez gets a base hit in the left. 6 hits now for the Angels. Here's Bill Bethea. Pitcher spot up next. 1-2 count and a base hit to right. So that'll do it. They're going to bring in a pinch hitter, Bill Cowan. Pedro Ramos coming in. I guess we can look at Ramos real quick. His endurance is 49. He can go a couple innings. I don't even mind if he gets an at bat. This is his 16th appearance, and he's been good. That's all you need to know. Okay, 1st and 3rd, 1 down. We're going to play regular depth. We'll turn a double play if we can, or give up that run. Ground ball to first. Let's turn 2. Oh. This is going to be the game that never ends. An error by Johnson. Are they going to get 11 runs back right here? That's another ball to Johnson. Well, at least he manages to get the force at 2nd. That's going to bring up Jay Johnstone. 1st and 3rd. 2 down, 1 run in. 0-2 count to Johnstone. He strikes out looking. Good job. Can't blame him for that error by Johnson. We go to the bottom of the 6th inning. It's 12-5, and Tommie Agee. Let's take a look at the in-game stats. Oh my gosh, I have no idea who the player of the game should be. McNertney had the big bomb. Kessinger is 2 for 2 with a walk and an RBI. Sutherland is 3 for 3. Let's see here. We got Tommie Agee leading off against the new pitcher, Eddie Fisher. A blooper into left center field. Is that going to fall in? No, it's going to be caught by the left fielder, Blackaby. 1 down. We've seen Eddie Fisher. We'll pull him up real quick. He could be their closer. Hoyt Wilhelm just retired, right? He was their closer. So I'm not sure who's in that role right now. Whoa. A knuckleball dancing right out of the strike zone. So Bosch walks. He's 1 for 2 now with a walk. Kessinger, 2 for 2 with an RBI. He's getting his batting average up. Pop up on the infield for out number 2. Oh no, another error. Come on. We haven't had a pass ball. We haven't had a wild pitch. We haven't had a balk yet. But everything else that could possibly happen has happened. It's first and second now. 1 down. Here's Freddie Patek. 0 for 3 today. The only guy who hasn't done anything. There it is, a base hit to the center field. Bosch will score. It is. Oh, no, he doesn't score. There's only 1 out. I'm going to say no. And then we will pinch hit Ramos for an actual batter. Joe Pepitone will come in with the bases loaded. 1 down. It's going to be tough to turn a double play with Patek running at first. Good speed on the base path. This could just absolutely annihilate this team right here. First pitch swinging. Ground ball to third. Oh no, around the horn? Oh, he goes home and gets the lead runner. Wow, that is unexpected. That was unexpected. Okay, Gary Sutherland's up with 2 down. He's 3 for 3 today with an RBI. Oh, he's going to strike out to end the inning. Yep. So, yeah, the full tease was on there. That was a waste. Well, we'll use Pepitone at first. Get Deron Johnson out of there. We could bring in some defensive replacements here. Let's put Hegan in left. Yeah, that's good. Okay. And we'll bring in the pitcher. And we will bring in Skippy Lockwood. We're trying to use the pitchers that haven't pitched that much. Let's try to save Diego and Mike Marshall. Skippy coming in is Silverio, Howard, and Knoop. Defense is a little stronger now. There's a base at the left. Come on, man. This is unbelievable. 2 incredibly sloppy baseball teams here. Skip Lockwood does strike out Doug Howard for out number 1. Here's Bobby Knoop, full count. He waited on that curveball and hits it to left. Hegan tracking it down for out number 2. Here's Randy Brown, first pitch. Okay. Silverio just stole second base, down 7 in the 7th. That is ear-holeable right there. Somebody ought to be wearing one right now. Randy Brown, he should be stepping out of the box. Instead, he's going to pop out into foul territory in the third base side for out number 3. We go to the bottom of the 7th inning. Mike Hegan leading off. First at bat for Hegan. Coming in as a defensive replacement. We've only had 1 hit, by the way, since the 11th inning. Or maybe 2 hits, I guess. So the game basically decided that was it. You got yours. Oh no! McNertney has a double dong day! Oh no! McNertney, I just said we got shut down. And McNertney, 3 for 5, 2 home runs. And it is 13-5. We've got players on the bench. We'll take out Lockwood and bring in Jose Vidal. He's 0 for 2 since being called up from the minors. Facing Eddie Fisher as a knuckler. Ground ball to first. 2 down. Here is Tommie Agee. And he strikes out for the 3rd time today. Can we use him on defense? I don't know. What's his defensive rating? I don't even really know much about this guy. It's not great, but we can put him in right field for Tommie Agee, who just struck out. Okay. So Vidal will get a couple innings in right field. We're going to bring in another pitcher. Oh, man. We should bring in Riddleberger because he just got lit up. He's a lefty. He's going to face a bunch of righties. That's not good. But he really struggled his last time out. It's the bottom third of the line. These are all light-hitting guys. 2-2 count to Marty Perez. Ground ball to Sutherland. There's out number 1. Here's Bill Bethea. Bethea. Line drive to right center field all the way to the wall. Good job by Vidal getting over there to make that catch. Here's a pinch hitter. It's Winston Yelenas. And, of course, he gets a base hit. Because all pinch hitters get hits in this game. Runner on first. 2 down. Now we get the lefties. This is what Denny Riddleberger looking forward to. Striking him out. We are going to the bottom of the 8th inning. They are bringing in Ed Sukla, which has got to be better than the pitcher who gave up 23 home runs in 3 innings that we had to forcibly retire. Take a look at his numbers here. Not great. Not good at all. 3 saves, 2 blueies. Fastball's his best pitch. Overall 78. The 26-year-old righty goes to arbitration next year. Here we go. Don Bosch leading off. Bosch 1 for 2. He's got a walk today. There's a ground ball to short. 1 down. And Kessinger base hit in the center field. He's got 3 hits today. What's his average up to? He's batting 150 for us now after 3 hits today. All right, runner on first. Here is Freddie Patek. He strikes out looking. And Joe Pepitone, 0-1 count. Base hit to right field. 16 hits for the Pilots. And Gary Sutherland will get 1 more at bat. He's 3 for 4 with a ribby today. And he walks. Bases loaded for Mike Hegan. Batting 240 versus right-handers. And a line drive to third. Snared by the third baseman, Bethea. We are going to the 9th inning. Finally, we get there. Leaving Riddleberger in there. A couple lefties. He strikes out Jay Johnstone. 1 down in the 9th inning. Here's Tom Silverio. Striking his ass out too. Okay, we're down to the final out. It is Doug Howard. Will they get 8 runs here with 2 down in the 9th? Do not tempt fate. Comebacker to Riddleberger. That'll do it. Pilots win 13-5. Handshakes, butt snaps, sloppy steak. That was a fun victory. As it's simulating here, it may take a moment or two. No trade offers. Let's take a look at the standings. Okay, well, we've won 50 games. We're 4.5 back. And the White Sox 8-game losing streak came to an end. Let's take a look at the National League. San Diego sitting at 25. Pittsburgh on top. Houston has 63 wins. Wait, is that the most? Wow, Houston, the Astros, have the most wins in baseball. Look at their offense. They have 3 catchers. And did they just trade for Pagliarone? No, I don't know why he's in there. And their pitching staff is, it's Don Wilson, Larry Dierker, J.R. Richard. They're good. Okay, let's take a look at headline news. Brainiac Baseball Daily Beat. Oakland wins 2-1, taking over first place. Oh, the Twins and Oakland are battling it out for first. So Oakland jumps ahead. Good job by them. McNertney leads the Pilots to a 13-5 victory. He had a couple home runs, as you saw. Good job by him. Lou Piniella continues to be awesome. Take a look at transactions. Only one thing, Tom Bradley, of these California Angels, is going to miss 4 weeks. He's in Double-A, so no big deal. Okay, let's pull up the box score and get out of here. What a crazy ball game, but I think it's pretty clear who the player of the game is. It's McNertney with his double dong day. I don't know, how many RBI did he get? Excuse me. I don't even know. Yeah, there we go. I'll say it's got to be loading. Did he have 4 RBI? He had a 3-run home run. Let's see here. He had 5 RBI. So, yeah, that is easy call to make. Kessinger with 3 hits. Sutherland with 3 hits. The only other person with 2 RBI or more would be Lou Piniella. We had 1, 2, 3, 4. We had 5 extra base hits and 2 errors. That's just dumb. John Gelnar gets the win. He goes to 4-1. We took him out in the 5th inning. That was a smart move. He gave up 5 runs, but 3 were unearned due to the ridiculous amount of errors. The bullpen comes in and does their job. Clyde Wright, giving up the 9 runs, falls to 3-15. Ricky Clark fared no better, giving up 3 runs in 1 inning. Eddie Fisher gave up the 2nd home run to McNertney. So that 11-run 3rd inning, that might be the most runs we've scored in any series we've played this year. Now, any series, any sim that we've played since we started the Baseball Mogul series. So that's going to do it. We're going to come back tomorrow, play Game 2 of the 3-game series. Additionally, we will also have the 1984 Detroit Tigers season replay, off-season transaction video. So stay tuned for that. Until then, everyone, have a great day.